What's going on, everyone? My name is BoIt, and this is game number 3 between Magyar and Mista. Spawning in the bottom, or in the right side of the map in the red color playing set again is Magyar. In the left side of the map in the blue color playing Zeus is the Mista. Mista is going to be sending 2 villagers forward to build up a dock, and he's going to be going to the right side of the map. Looks like there's some bears also going to be able to pick up one of these villages if he's not careful, and he's going to have to retreat around those. He's trying to micro to the best of his ability to prevent them from doing anything, but he's also going to be careful that the priest doesn't get attacked by the bears when they retreat and become docile, because I have noticed that before bears do attack priests if they're not careful enough. A hopper scout picking off one of those villagers, and it looks like Mista's going to be even sending a villager around to prevent that dock from going up. Magic's going to have a hard time getting this dock up. Going to use both the scout and the villager to prevent this going up. And it looks like, Mista even doing some pathing abuse here. Going to kill this villager off no problemo. And also the bear has a little bit of issues here. Oh no, and now the bear's going to attack the priest. His name is not going at all into Mista's favour. Into Magyar's favour. He's got really bad map, really bad bear spawns, really bad everything. And I would probably just give up on this water and just go do something else, because like a villager rush or something really dumb, because he's so far behind right now. And Mista going to be able to retreat out of here, not losing anything. He's just calmly and collectively booming on water. He's going to be microing a little bit. Now he's going to pick up another villager. He actually does manage to pick it off. Oh no, the heals, not going to be enough. Mista picks off the 3rd villager, so he's traded 2 villagers for 3 or 4 villagers. I can't tell. And Magyar's going to try it once again to get that dock up. It's actually 2 minutes and 5 seconds into the game. Mista's already thrown up 2 or 3 fishing ships. By the time this dock gets up, he'll get 6 fishing ships at least, and there's only like 6 more spots to fish from, and Magyar's not going to have any time at all to get that up. Now, again harassing with the scout. Villager finally popping up over here. Dock's finally going to get up at the 2 minute and 30 second mark. So that's going to be quite the crazy nuisance for Magyar. Going to be interested to see if he can pull off some sort of shenanigans to win this game. He's going to have to pull something out of the hat, show off one of his crazy strategies, which we've never seen before. Mista, on the other hand, just sort of has to play solidly and he can win this game. You can see he's actually already sitting on quite a few resources, and he's going to have a really nice time with this game. I'm sure he couldn't have been happier with how that early game went with the harassment. There's nothing. I don't think it could have gone any better apart from not losing any villagers. And that trade for the villagers was really smart. Prevented the dock going up, so he had more time and all that other junk. Magyar now throwing a dock up in another small location. Probably going to get a couple of villagers, another couple of salmon gathering, but at what cost? Mista's going to be in the classical age, probably going to be going through Athena, probably going to be rushing that middle spot with hoplites and toxitoes and minotaur and killing everything off. And Magyar's never going to be in the classical age ever. He's going to have to build some military units to just stay alive. It's going to be really difficult for him. Looks like Mista actually going to be in the classical age by about the 5 minute mark-ish, give or take. He's producing one last villager. I'm going to see what he does manage to do. He's leaving 3 villagers on the food. He's left 1 villager, probably going to be gathering favour. He's going through Athena, so he's definitely wanting to get aggressive. He's got 9 villagers on wood, and I can tell you why he's doing this. He's doing this because he thinks he's not going to have any wood to produce military buildings. He wants to produce those military buildings. He's going to throw up a couple of them in order to push forward and get those hoplites and toxitoes out. He might even just go pure hoplites because he doesn't need the toxitoes. We'll see what he manages to do. He's actually going to be moving up here with this villager, which I don't like at all. He has to retreat out. He's not going to be able to get a forward building up, but that's okay. He's going to be able to put at home, and then it's not that far from home to here, so it's not going to be that bad. Mista now going to be able to pick off this ball. I'm going to go over to Magyar's perspective. He's still not even close to advancing. A little bit unfortunate for Magyar. It's just a really horrid opening. It's unfortunate that he had to play against that sort of aggression from Mista. So Mista going to be trying to move forward here and plant his military buildings. Magyar going to be running these bear around. The Athena goes down, and 3 bears for Magyar. So he's going to have a rough time dealing with this. A little bit of micro going to have to go on, but with really good micro from Magyar, he'll definitely be able to kill off all of these villages. A little bit unfortunate for Mista. Magyar now probably getting up some ground there. Second Minotaur getting built for Mista. Going to be able to pick off this priest. There's nothing he can do in the Archaic Age against a Minotaur, and Magyar still hasn't advanced to the Classical Age. He's just probably giving up on water. He's just producing the fishing ship just for the shits. Can't do anything about that. We can see the Minotaur going to be more than enough to deal with this location, and then probably a barracks going to get thrown up at some point. We can see Mista just trying to push through a little bit now, doing what he can to prevent Magyar from fishing and from having map control and from everything like that. So now Magyar throwing up some walls, trying to get safe, trying to do what he can to stay alive, stay in this game. He's definitely trying to win this game, which is something which most people probably wouldn't. They probably would have already resigned in the position that Magyar's in. We're going to see if we can actually manage to hang on and show us some magic. So this dock's going to fall, no doubt about that. That dock's going to fall, no doubt about that. Magyar probably advancing now, going through Patar. And he's actually also using villages to take down this location, which I really like, because villages have a bonus against buildings. You can actually see they have, I think it's 100% bonus versus buildings. It doesn't exactly say 150% bonus versus towers, but it's definitely some sort of bonus against buildings. You can see what's going to happen there. So Mista doesn't build any buildings yet, so he's still sort of booming, but we'll see what actually happens. A couple of villages getting shifted there, and the Minotaur. So that's going to be a little bit of a win there for Magyar. He's got to be happy about that shifting stance, picking off a Minotaur and 2 villages. Not getting the Jasons though, but you can only do what you can do. This dock's going to fall before anything gets produced from it. Magyar knows there's no point in doing that. Magyar going to be producing 1 cabinet here. That's all he's going to be doing. He's got 7 villages on the gold, already producing that second town center. I wouldn't be surprised to see him going for the 3rd town center, just to try and keep himself in this through economy. He's not producing any military buildings, we can see. He just says, okay, I've just got to give up this location and go from there and see if I can manage to do anything. That trireme's going to fall. It's nothing you can really do. But 3 more triremes popping out here, and Magyar's going to be in a little bit of a rough spot on the water. However, he's done what he wanted to do, and that's make Mista distracted enough to make sure that this location is being fought for and not his town centre is getting stopped to be put up. So Magyar already walking over to this town centre. Feels like he'll have that gold ready by the time he gets there. He's probably got pickaxe already researched. Yes, he does. He hasn't invested in hand axe. I don't know why he's still gathering wood. If he doesn't really seem appropriate. Like he's not. I guess he wanted to build the cabinet, so I guess it made sense. But and that being said, he's got 300 wood. There's not really any point in building any more cabinets, and that wood it's not going to really get invested anywhere apart from slingers. Who knows? And a 3rd town centre going up for Magyar. So we can see what he's choosing to do. He's going to say, okay, I'm behind, I have to take a risk. His risk is grabbing 3 town centres and hoping that Mista can't make anything with army. Mista, on the other hand, is producing Hippocon out of his stables. He's producing an armory, and he's going to go to the Heroic Age. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go straight to the Mythic Age, actually, because a really nice counter to a 3 town centre boom is Mythic Age, and Apollo, and Hephaestus, and Colossi, and say GG to that set player. You can't deal with that stuff. However, Mista is actually going to grab this town. I thought he was going to grab it. He might grab it. He's going to probably try and grab this town centre and try and counteract Magyar's boom and see what he can do with that. Magyar now going to be throwing a couple of barracks, or barracks, whatever you call it, and he's going to be building some spearmen and probably some slingers at some point, but not quite yet. Well, who knows? Slingers wouldn't be a bad idea there. They just kind of do no damage to anything which Mista is producing. Now Mista's going to be throwing up his third town centre as well as his second town centre, so he's going to be able to catch up in the production of villages relatively quick. I just want to quickly check the post game. The economy, Mista is ahead by 10 villages. I think Magyar is going to catch up in villages by the time 3 town centres gets up. Mista's economy is really booming hard though, so he's going to be able to produce villages constantly like crazy, and he's probably even going to be able to go to the heroic age if he wants to. So we'll see what he chooses to do. He has built an armory, so I think he does want to. He has chosen to start building villages, and he almost got that 500 gold and be able to advance, and it'll be all happy days for him. And there's nothing which Magyar can do to really stop him, because he's chosen to boom because he had to boom. He couldn't do anything else unless he just wanted to do some sort of all-in attack with priests and pharaoh and stuff. It just wouldn't work really. So we'll see what actually he chooses to do. Mista going to go through Apollo. He's going to try and make something happen with Underworld and the Manticore in his heroic age, or he's just going to go straight to the mythic age as I said earlier. We can see because he's not building any units, he's definitely going to be opting for that mythic age. It's the smartest move, it's the safest move, it's probably going to work. He's going to throw up some military buildings though, just in anticipation for Myrmidons and that sort of thing, but he's definitely going to have the resources to advance to the mythic age. By the time he hits the heroic age, it's going to be close, definitely close. Magyar, on the other hand, not even thinking about the heroic age. He's got 21 villages on food, however, and I just want to make sure, I just want to check to see what's going on here. He's got plough, he's got big axe, he's got shadoof, so he's going to have that food income skyrocketing at some point soon, and he's going to be able to advance really quickly through the ages if he continues to build slingers and nothing else. But that being said, Mista going to throw up a market instantly, I think. Market. He's not going to throw up a market. I don't know what he's doing, man. I can't read this guy. He's too crazy. Too crazy, man. Throwing up too many military barracks, so military academy, so I can't really make anything of it. Magyar getting a little bit aggressive with this Manticore, I think. He's thinking he can do too much, I think. This pharaoh going to easily clean him up, and Mista going to be trading him out. Actually, he might even lose it if he's not careful. No, he's not going to lose it. Magyar backing off, saying, nope, not ready to fight yet. We're going to have to save it for another day. And where is the market from Mista? Up in the top. There we go, fine. He's building it at the top. That market in the top is going to be fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. Mista going to go through Hephaestus, throw down a pallet. Actually, he might go through Hera. We'll see. I'm interested now. I think Hera would be a really good choice. Actually, no, Heaven. You're lame. You're lame, Mista. I'll tell you why I was saying Hera. And it makes perfect sense. Your opponent, you know, has built a bunch of slings. You've seen it. You've seen him doing it. You know he's not going to be in the heroic age for a while because he's had to boom really hard. He's been so far behind that he's had to take all of these risks and do all this stuff, and he's going to be behind in everything because he's missed so much in economy. So his units are going to be really weak. So Hera's going to set him ridiculously far behind militarily. But regardless, it doesn't matter. Hephaestus is a solid choice. He's going to have all the armory upgrades. I wouldn't be surprised to see him throwing up a couple of armories. Actually throwing up 2. Would have liked a third one somewhere, can't tell. And he's going to get that upgrade for cheaper armory upgrades and get a ridiculous army where micro doesn't matter, and he's just going to go and win. Simple as that. Boring, cut, dry, smart play, but boring nonetheless. Standard play, and whatever, Mista. You do what you want. Don't keep the fans happy with crazy play. Just win the game how you know to win it. Anyhow, he is 75% to the mythic age. Magyar, on the other hand, going through Sekhmet. Gonna need that extra population to deal with Mista's stuff, really. That's all it is. He might be trying to bust out with scarabs, but I don't think that's possible. Gonna try and take back the water. I don't like that decision at all. He has to worry about smart things like his life. We can see Mista hitting the heroic age before, mythic age before Magyar hits the heroic age. Colossi are going to be popping out for Mista. Mista's grabbing Olympic parentage. Hasn't bought the upgrade yet. Come on, you're too slow with stuff. Like, if your strategy is based purely around getting to the mythic age, when you hit the mythic age, you have to do everything that you can do instantly. It needs to be like that. Like, you can't just do, can't do this. It's not good. It's, in fact, it's bad. It's not good. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't have built it. Like, that's like 30 seconds behind when he could have got it, and that's like setting his armory upgrades back 30 seconds. So you're giving Magyar 30 seconds to play with, which, we know this is a game of seconds, and it doesn't really matter at this point because Mista's so far ahead. But had this game not run out this way and Mista's tried to do this strategy, then he could be in ready like for a world of hurt. Like medium Myrmidon, Heliopoli, Colossi, Bellerophon, everything which you need to stop set is out. Olympus parentage has gone down, and now you need to start getting armory upgrades. If we look at the timer, he's took him a couple of seconds, so it's not that bad. Whatever, guys, whatever. We'll see a watchtower getting thrown up from Magyar. Mista's actually contained really nicely over here, prevented Magyar from grabbing gold over here, and Mista's just going to run over here, kill off the Migdol stronghold with his army, cast restoration or something like that, and take the game. It's going to be simple, clean, cut and dry like that. Armory upgrades still going for Mista. He's going to deal with what he can. Going to be using the Bellerophon to deal with everything running around in circles, killing off everything. Wadget instantly. Restoration goes off right around about now. Gets his army saved, gets Magyar's economies dead. There's nothing you can do to really stop this from happening. Mista gonna probably just jump on to stuff, just running around, dodging units. Mista continuously building Myrmidon, grabbing champion infantry. Some aggressive towers might get thrown up or something like that to deal with the mercenary cavalry. Civil Colossi out now. Really, just his army is so strong, and he's already got working towards the heroic armory upgrades. Axemen, however, are out now, so Mista has to be a little bit careful with dealing with them, but still, with a Bellerophon, you can just pick them off, jump left, right, and center over them, and you're going to be having happy days. I don't know why he's trading. His gold's running a little bit low. He's producing units really constantly, really well. And now Mista's almost got the mythic armory upgrades, and he's just going to be pushing in further and trying to kill off everything he can. Magyar's going to have to pull out some really, really strong micro to do anything. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult. Really, it's going to be difficult. Mista running around now, just sort of. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. Underworld going off now. Going to be trying to pick off this fortified citadel with 4 Colossi and a Heliopoli, which just died. There's nothing that, no amount of mercenary can stop this. Really, really nice play by Mista. And there's restoration maybe if he wants to. Instantly repairing the underworld because it can't die. There we go. The restoration does go off. Heliopoli is probably gonna. It makes him invincible, and Magyar resigning. GG to Mista. Clean, cut and dry play from him. Nothing exciting. I mean, it was exciting in the first couple of minutes, which is good, but from then we knew exactly what was going to happen. Mista didn't want to take any risks. He just played the standard way and did what he could. So it's now currently 2-1 in this. I think it's 2-1. We only played 3 games. Yes, 2-1, and we'll see what happens for the rest of this series. Really well played by Mista. Interesting play by Magyar, trying to get back in the game from such a hard position. We'll see what happens.